have with us Bishop Derek Fernandez from the Belgavi Diocese. Bishop Fernandez, thank you very much for speaking to India Today.
Introduction of anti-conversion bill. I would say that it is one-sided. Trying to attack one community in the society, and especially the Christian. And I would even go one step and say this is a culture of hate. Yeah, the law is meant for all, not only for for Christians, but for people of every religion. But having seen the incidents that have taken place in recent time, the people who are targeted are Christians and nobody else. The pastors who are having their prayer sessions in the halls and at homes were attacked. And in some places, even in the church, they have entered when the prayers were going on in Hubli, for example, they were singing their own bhajans, etc. In the Catholic Church, we have a law, Canon Law 748, paragraph 2, which says no one should be allowed to be baptized against their conscience. This means if somebody does it, it's a sin. He's committing a sin and punishable. Therefore, that's what the Catholic Church teaches. Recently, I had a meeting with pastors, rather the authorities of Anglican Church, Methodist Church, and also some of the pastors believe. They also said the same thing. Forced conversion is a sin. See, the church has been persecuted right from the beginning. Even during the time of Jesus Christ. Christ was crucified. The first 3 centuries were not good for the church. The Christians were persecuted in such a way, they were crucified, they were killed, they were thrown to the animals, they were burnt at the stake. But in 313, with the Edict of Milan, the church flourished. Then, in the recent times, maybe a century ago or a little more, the church in Korea, it was a persecuted lot. And once the persecution was over, the church flowered and it flourished. So, you wanted to know what is my reaction if they pass it. I would like to just warn the government, be careful. God may not be favorable to you.
Hindu vigilantes, extremists, barged inside a church, alleging coercive conversion in Karnataka. Now, an FIR has been registered against these Bajrang Dal activists, but not a single arrest has been made for causing communal disharmony in India.
A small church in Belur called Life to the Nations Ministries, about 5 hours from Bengaluru, the site of the latest attack on Karnataka's Christians. On 28th of November, around 25 activists of Bajrang Dal barged into the church when a prayer meet was on, alleging forced conversion. The mob was confronted by women churchgoers. As tensions rose, the police finally appeared. Instead of cracking down on the aggressors, they can be seen negotiating with the Bajrang Dal. The members of the church lodged a complaint against the Bajrang Dal activists. The police registered an FIR against 5 people of Bajrang Dal under CRPC section 107 for breach of peace, but the cops are yet to make a single arrest.
Top police official in Hassan district organized a peace meet, getting an assurance from both the sides that there will be no future trouble, even though the videos clearly capture one side initiating the aggression.
And we called both the communities to our station, and we have conducted a peace committee meeting. And both the communities have agreed not to escalate the issues, and they will sort it out amicably.
This despite no evidence so far of the charge of forcible conversion. We spoke to one of the women present that day. She claims none of those who attend the church, including her, are forcibly converted.
No conversion is taking place here because this is not the center of conversion. They came, to give a threaten us and try to beat some people also.
We meet the Bajrang Dal men, seen in the video as part of the mob that barged into the church. They are roaming free, are unapologetic, continuing to issue warnings. But when asked what was the proof of religious conversion, this is all they had to offer.
ಇದೇ ಥರ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಬೆಳಕಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಸರಿ ಬೆಳಕಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು ನಾಗಿನಹಳ್ಳಿಯಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಇದೇ ಥರ ಬೇಲೂರಿನ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಮತಾಂತರ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಮತಾಂತರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡಿ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ
The attacks on churches come at a time when the Karnataka Chief Minister has promised to bring in an anti-conversion bill during the upcoming winter session.
Tonight we focus on a spate of hate crimes targeting India's Christians. The epicenter is BJP-ruled Karnataka, which has seen at least 5 such attacks or acts of aggression in the past 3 months across the state. From Udupi in the west to Hassan in the south. This is the map of these attacks in Karnataka. Udupi attack. Dharwad district there's been an attack. Belagavi district attack. In Hassan district as well, an attack. And focus on Karnataka, which as I said is the epicenter, starting with Udupi. One of the first such instances was reported in Udupi, which is in Karnataka's west, on September 10th, when members of the Hindu Jagrana Vedike, a Hindutva group, barged into a church alleging that 35 people were being illegally converted to Christianity by the local pastor. On October 10th, also in Udupi, members of a right-wing Hindu organization barged into the home of the 4 people accused of conducting illegal conversions. With the police in attendance, they reportedly confronted those inside the house. The police have arrested all 4 accused of the conversions. No action against those who barged in. Dharwad, October 17th. Hubli town falls in Dharwad district, northwest Karnataka. Members of the Bajrang Dal and the Vishwa Hindu Parishad gathered inside a makeshift church and started singing bhajans. Again, the allegation that the pastor was forcefully converting people, and a man who belongs to the scheduled caste community had filed a complaint alleging forced conversion. The pastor has been arrested after right-wing groups along with the local BJP MLA blocked roads demanding the arrest. Let's listen. Now, it's spreading to other states. Chhattisgarh, in September 2021, a pastor beaten inside a police station in Raipur. A right-wing mob beats him, claiming forced conversions. Delhi, November 2021. A church in West Delhi was vandalized during Sunday Mass. Chants of Bajrang Dal and Jai Shri Ram there. Uttarakhand, October 2021. A church in Roorkee vandalized by a mob. Again, the allegation being made of forced conversions. Uttar Pradesh. Christian nuns attacked by Hindutva vigilantes. Madhya Pradesh, October 2021. A Christian school is served, quote-unquote, an ultimatum by the Hindutva outfit Bajrang Dal to install an idol of goddess Saraswati. Now, these acts of violence are being stoked by unverified claims of forced conversions by Christians. And rather than an effective crackdown on the aggressors, which are mainly right-wing extreme Hindutva groups, the state appears to be legitimizing the bogey of these large-scale illegal conversions.